The goats are always looking for attention, and the chickens are always looking for food. The Silky Mamas have decided to co-parent their 6 chicks together and spend most of the day pecking around the compost. Almost everything is now in the ground in the garden, and everything that we planted last month has grown by leaps and bounds. Look at those sunflowers. The pigs are an almost constant source of entertainment. Jethro loves running in and out of the water as I fill up their water bucket for the 17th time today. The mid-May garden. Our onions are doing awesome. There, and then we have some over here, and then I still have some in the greenhouse as well. The brassicas, cauliflower, cabbage, broccoli are doing well. Some of them have gotten trampled by the chickens. I think that's what happened to that one right there. But I will do another crop in the fall, so that's okay. I have some zucchini coming up here. I just planted a few more. These were old seeds, so a lot of them didn't germinate. But zucchini and summer squash are coming up in this row. I just replanted yesterday, so I expect that the areas that are blank right now will have sprouts here pretty soon. And then potatoes are coming up wonderfully. I'm really happy with those. We have 2 beets, I think, so that won't be much. But next year or in the fall, I will figure out a better plan for the beets. I just have not had great luck with those this year. But that's the only thing I haven't had great luck with, so I'm pretty happy with that. Here, this whole row is tomatoes. Those are doing pretty well. I have Romas, Moon Glows, cherry tomatoes, beefsteak, and brandywine. And then this next row here is tomatillos and eggplant, and then at the very end I did just the last little bit of a package of peas that I have. And then this next row here, that's all peppers, jalapenos, red bell peppers, mini bell peppers, and then there at the end I did the rest of the tomatoes that were in another container. And then I don't have anything in that row yet. Down at the end on that trellis, those are cucumbers. I need to build more trellises, probably 3 or 4 more, and those will continue all the way down to the end here with cucumbers. And then this big blank space that's grass right now will be tilled, and this will be where I plant watermelons and winter squash, and the other melons will just go in this area. And then over here we have our giant patch of sunflowers, and then beans as well, and they're doing really well. I'm very happy with how these are growing. We will have sunflower seeds for ages. The kids are in the pool behind me. Corn is doing great. It's really been coming up the last couple days. This row here was the last one I had to replant, and then most of this over here. So the taller stuff, of course, came up first. But all in all, it seems to be doing pretty well. And then over here is our garlic. I need to get out here and finish weeding the garlic and the corn. Not too worried about the sunflowers. Those will shade out most of the weeds. But this does need to be weeded in the next couple days. I will just get out here with a hoe and go between the rows and just weed those out. The pigs are doing great. Aw, Jethro. Hi, buddy. Jethro and Bernadette. We think Bernadette may be pregnant, but not sure, so we'll find out if she has piglets. But yeah, they are a constant source of entertainment, and they have just been so much fun. They are now kind of away from the house because they were stinking that up, if we're being honest. So now they're over here, and they seem to be really happy over here. This weekend's big project was planting all of the berry plants and trees that we got. We had ordered them all the way back in February, so they came last week. These are all thornless blackberries. We have 6 bushes here. Most of them seem to be doing good. This one doesn't seem to be doing great, but I do expect some losses, so we shall see how those go. And then up here, there's nothing in this area yet. Ideally, this will all be blueberry bushes at some point. So we have 2 blueberries. This is a pink lemonade blueberry, and then this is just a traditional blue blueberry. I'm a little worried this one's not going to make it because it came broken here at the stem, but I'm hopeful that it will come in. We'll see. And then that's all strawberries. It's covered in mulch, that's why it looks gross, but there's 125 strawberry plants in there. I planted those all on Saturday. It was hot and exhausting, but will be well worth it to have our own strawberry patch, and this will just grow each year. We will take it over this way and over that way, so very excited about strawberries. What you probably see is a huge field of grass that needs to be mowed, which it does. We're still waiting on our lawnmower to be fixed, waiting for a new part to come in, so yeah, it's very grassy out here, but I actually enjoy it. This beautiful field. That's what we're calling the cow pasture, even though we don't have a cow right now. But last week I did go ahead and restring the electric wire on the top line all the way around that field so that we can just hook up the Energizer and it will be set for us once we do have a cow. So yeah, that's what that looks like. It is beautifully ready for a grazing animal. But back out here to the orchard, we have a fig tree that Sharif and the kids got me for Mother's Day. I might have to bring water up to it today. I was hoping it was going to rain, but I don't think it's going to, so I have to carry water to these trees. And then further up here, through all the beautiful grass, we have, this is a Honeycrisp apple right here, and it does have some little bits coming in there. So that's that one. And then down over here we have, what is this? The Bartlett pear. And it does have a little bit coming out there too. So this is the Bartlett pear. Ooh, got a horsefly on my phone. These things hurt like heck when they bite. These trees I think we're going to transplant. They're just a decorative pear tree, but I guess they're like invasive here. You can see on the property over there, they're everywhere. So we really would love to transplant these and put them up along the driveway because they are the first trees to bloom and they're beautiful. So then this one, what is this? This is our peach tree and it has some little buds coming on. There's the other one. There's just like sticks out here in the middle of all this grass. This is the other pear tree. This is called a moonglow pear. Pear trees you have to have 2 of or they will not pollinate. Apples the same way. Peaches are self-pollinating, so that is a huge treat. And then this is the other apple. What's it called? John A. Red Jonathan apple. So yeah, that has a couple little guys coming on too, so we'll see. This one's kind of a wonky, crooked tree, but I imagine it'll grow straight up eventually. Doesn't that grass look pretty though? I'm pretty fond of it, especially with those skies. I just feel like I'm walking through the prairie when I walk out here. So we will eventually cut the grass in the orchard, and then like up close to the house, but we're gonna leave all of the grasses up high, and hopefully that will kind of keep the pests up there and not down here. Plus we can eventually turn it into another pasture, which we will likely do. Back up to the house, we have all sorts of flowers blooming. My gladiolas are coming up. I have some cayenne peppers there. Having an issue with a couple chickens that refuse to stay where they're supposed to, so they kind of walk through here. But I have fennel, I have cilantro, my roses, borage. This is actually chia that I grew from chia seeds that I purchased like for food. I love those. And then over here I have lemon balm growing. Can you see it? Maybe? I can't tell if I can see it. Anyway, it's down there. I don't know what this is or what that is. That's just growing back from something that was planted before. And then all my nasturtiums and my morning glories. Rogue chicken. The kids built this cute pathway. This part of it. They did it all by themselves. I was very proud because it was not an easy task. Yeah, and then some of my wildflowers are coming up in here. We'll see how that goes. I call these wildflowers. Some people call them weeds, but we like to just let them go. Oh, it's so windy. I keep getting pollen in my eyes. So here we have some nasturtium and morning glories, another rose bush. This nasturtium I just noticed today has the first bloom about to open, so that is very exciting. The idea is that the morning glories and the nasturtiums will kind of grow up the deck and cover the whole thing. We have a morning glory up there. Hopefully that one will drape. We're gonna train it as it gets longer to come down the poles and hopefully go over there. I'm gonna chase this chicken off because she is awful. Go away, Maybelle. Go away. Go. You know you're not supposed to be here. Get out. All right. Chase her off. There's like 4 chickens that just will not stay in their pen. They're small enough that they can squeeze through the fence, and they do it every chance they get. I just realized that over here somewhere I have yarrow that's probably been covered by the chickens and the dog. I gotta find the other one. Okay, I found my yarrow. That's fine. This tree was given to me by a friend. I really hope it survives. It's called a Norfolk Island pine. They're really beautiful. This one's not, but it could be, so we're hopeful that it survives. And then I'm gonna go show you the kittens. They're outside now. Oh, Copper. Hi, pretty dog. Let's see if I can find them. Hi, Mama. They're under here because they have started to go to the bathroom in the house. So, they're under here with their mom. She's awesome. Hi! Oh, here comes one. Hello! Hi! How are you? This is Ghost. She's the most curious of all of the kittens. Hi, baby. She's a beautiful little girl. The kittens have been just a constant source of entertainment for all of us. And they're so friendly. So if you follow me on Instagram, I updated my stories today and talked about the new dog that we're getting. So we're getting a Great Pyrenees, which is a livestock guardian dog. And so part of that is making sure that our property is secured so that the dog can't get off, but also so that nothing else can get in. Hopefully it'll keep some of the deer at bay. So I'm gonna walk you around and show you kind of where we are going to put the fence. So this is the southern side of our property, and so we're gonna run a line of fencing all down here along this. This is probably one of my favorite things. It's just this really old single wide trailer that's broken down and super overgrown, but it just looks kind of cool. And I love having it next to us. I would really kind of be sad if anyone ever bought the property next to us and did something with it, because that's just kind of cool. This ryegrass is as tall as I am. So actually it's taller than I am. So that means it's over 5 feet tall. It's crazy how fast it's grown too. So this is the fence that I put the top line of wire on around what we're calling the cow pasture. Look at all these wildflowers. Just my favorite thing. So yeah, I just have to energize that and, you know, get a cow for the cow pasture. Okay, so we made it to the end of that line, and then we're gonna go into the woods. So this was a huge part of this weekend's work, was starting this line through the forest. And I'm not gonna take you all the way because it would be quite a walk and we don't have it totally clear. But the fence line will come down in here into the forest this way, and then it kind of stops at this tree. And then we still, is it this tree? No, one more. I was like, we did a terrible job clearing that. No, it's this tree down here. Okay, that's better. And then you can sort of see this area that's cleaned. We'll move some of these branches and stuff off, but anyway, the fence will go down through here, and then it'll just move through the forest. We're gonna try to use as many trees as possible for securing the electric wire to, so we didn't cut a lot of these big trees. The reason is this will make a great place for the goats to come browse, but it will also be really good for the pigs that we're getting in August. So we currently have 2 potbelly pigs, but we are going to buy a breeding pair of large blacks, which is a really rare breed of pig in the United States. There are, I think, less than 200 registered large black pigs, and so they do really great kind of open ranging and on pasture land. So this back forest part of our property is going to be the pig pasture, and it goes quite a ways over there. This runs the whole back length of our property. I couldn't tell you how long that is because I'm awful with distance, but it'll be quite a ways. And then they also will be able to come out here, and they'll have this whole back strip from that fence over back into the forest part that will be theirs. So it will be a really great size area for the pigs, and they will just be living the best pig life out here.